Because there is a new Mandalorian and Grogu movie coming, my father and I decided we had to rewatch the whole Mandalorian series. It is partly a rewatch because I already watched season 1 and 2 years ago, but it's partly new because I hadn't seen season 3 or the Book of Boba Fett. The Mandalorian follows Din Djarin, a lone Mandalorian bounty hunter hired by Imperial remnant forces to retrieve the child Grogu, but instead goes on the run with the infant. It is actually quite compelling to see a Mandalorian, basically a guy in a mask, falling in love with this baby Yoda named Grogu. Pedro Pascal as Mando is a good character, but we must say it's Grogu who steals the show every time we see him. While looking to reunite Grogu with his kind, Mando is pursued by former Imperial commander Moff Gideon, who wants to exploit Grogu. Gideon is played by Giancarlo Esposito, and he is a great main villain for the series. The Mandalorian is the first Disney live-action series set after the end of Return of the Jedi and is quite episodic. That is the series' strength and weakness, because many episodes are quite fun, but they don't all are that important in the grand scheme of things. For me, The Mandalorian succeeds in a lot of things. Not only in the lore of Mandalorians, but also in fleshing out the galaxy outside the conflict between Jedi and Sith or Rebels and Imperials. We get to see more of the Jawas, Tusken Raiders, Mon Calamari and many other species. The Mandalorian is also used to set up a lot of other Disney series, like Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka, and it introduces a lot of characters, most of them quite good. All in all, I really like this series a lot, but I have to speak about the elephant in the room. How they butchered the season 2 final just to reignite Mando and Grogu again. Not in season 3, but in another series called Book of Boba Fett. What the hell? I will speak about that more when I'm reviewing the Book of Boba Fett, but let me say for now, the actual season 3 of The Mandalorian I don't think is that much worse than the previous 2 seasons. So all in all, this is a must-watch Star Wars series for me personally, and I would recommend this as the Star Wars series for live-action movies. And my review of the Book of Boba Fett will be online in a few days because, yes, we can't really ignore that series because it's also The Mandalorian season 2.5 actually, and it sets up Mandalorian season 3, which sets up the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. So I'll see you in a few days for the Book of Boba Fett review. Until then, bye bye!